Hey Magic fans, this is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG, and today we have some interesting news from July 26th, which was floating around the internet, which a lot of people have seemed to avoid. I happened to find it, and I thought it was kind of interesting, so I'll talk about it now. Uh, as you can see, Wizards of the Coast announces a new studio called Skeleton Key. That's right, Wizards of the Coast, a subsidiary of Hasbro, as it says here, announced that Christian Daly joined the company as vice president and head of studio for the new Austin-based Skeleton Key. So, he joins Wizards from BioWare, where he most recently served as executive producer for the Dragon Age franchise. For those of you who don't know, Dragon Age was the uh, PlayStation slash console game um, for BioWare. And it says here prior to joining BioWare, Daly spent 20 years in the video game industry, including his leadership and support of AAA development projects at Electronic Arts and Blizzard Entertainment. So it goes on to mention that we are thrilled to continue to build our roster of exceptional talent digital gaming leaders and welcome Christian to the team. President of Wizards of the Coast Digital Gaming. We will greatly benefit from the experience that this team and new video game studio bring to Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. So, as we continue to go down a little bit, talks here, I'm excited starting my new adventure with the company. Created so many of my favorite toys and games growing up. Hasbro, Wizards of the Coast have a huge influence on me. Their brands have inspired my pursuit of lifelong career in video games. We're looking forward to growing our studio team with more talented creators who share our passion. Now, with that said, I'd like to take a quick moment to give you guys a brief thought on what's happening here. So, for those of you who don't know, Magic the Gathering Online, or MODO, the original online client, was sold to a third party quite a while ago for them to run and then pay royalties to Wizards. The reason for that was Arena was supposed to be their new cash cow and do all this and more like sliced toast for them. Obviously, the problem with Arena is the shuffle system is god awful. The algorithm doesn't work. People hate the system, and they just don't know how to run it correctly because they're trying to do a cash grab with it. Now, after all that being said and done, also to the fact that they hire people at an amazingly low rate because they think it's a great place to work, so they don't have to pay anybody real money. They get nothing but people who are very bad at their job and have no hope of ever becoming a real uh, content developer or even has the ability to run a program well. Uh, Meaning you get crap for games. So this now will mark the third iteration of a Magic slash digital game that they have tried. And you might think to yourself, oh, you mean Moto and then Arena. So, yeah, technically, but think about this too. Do you guys remember when they hooked up with, I forget the developer now, Perfect World? And they made their Perfect World game that lasted a whole whopping 6 months, maybe a year, gave everybody their money back, and completely shut down the client. Um, let's just say their track record of making good video games is at best fucking awful. Because also too, along with that, you have the failing archetype of trying to make arena money by making it the way into the pro tour and everything else and competitive, and no one watches it, no one will sponsor it, and they had to pay people to play it who only played it for the bare minimum because it was an awful environment. So there are lots of reasons about why, if Wizards of the Coast wants to be serious and make a digital game, they're going to have to spend money and do it the right way. Now, it's only took them, I don't know, probably the last 5 to 10 years to figure out they can't undercut people to do this. With that said, that doesn't mean they won't do it in the future. And maybe now they're just going to pay somebody who actually knows what they're doing to try to run the whole thing from a chair on high. But who knows? So moving on, it says here, Skeleton Key joins the ranks of Wizards of the Coast, existing North American video game studios. Archetype Entertainment, also in Austin, Atomic Arcade in North Carolina, Torque Games in Montreal, and 2 studios in Washington State. Find out more, you can go to here. It talks about Wizards, about Hasbro. So let's have a quick click here and see where this takes us. So unlocking killer gaming experience. Skeleton Key. Seems fishy. No answers. Based in Austin, Texas, Skeleton Key is a game development studio of passion creators inspired by great games, stories, and toys. That passion for play is what motivates us and our desire to create amazing interactive experiences. They have their mission. Let's see, rob everybody of money. I'm making that up. Immersive gameplay, unique stories, thought-provoking moments of suspense, transparency, respect, empathy, fun. Wow, it's almost like they're going to try to run it the right way. We'll see, because it is Wizards. But they have careers up. So if you're looking for your next adventure and you want no pay to do it, you can join us here. Looks like they have an art director, senior producer, lead technical designer, research design director, cinematographer, lead technical designer, principal engineer. And it looks like that's really about all they've got posted right now. Studio mission, culture. So there's not a whole lot of information here. Apparently they have a Twitter. They have is that an Indeed? LinkedIn. They have a LinkedIn site. Computer games. The plot thickens. So, with all this said, could Skeleton Key actually be the next iteration of where Magic the Gathering Arena / Moto is developed? Because remember, guys, not only did they milk you for all that money, like as they keep releasing new clients, the thing about these digital games that people don't realize is there's no way to get your money back. The money you sink into these games are non-refundable. There are no cards for you to trade. There's no market for you to trade. Now, granted, Moto had a market, and it came down crashing and burning, which is why it was sold off for royalties, so forth, so forth, and so on, because they really ruined it. They tried to do it on Arena, and they're still trying to milk people for money, and I'm sure people are probably paying for it. But if you're smart, don't pay for these games, especially when there's free-to-play options. Yes, it will take you extra time to play the game. Yes, you won't be ultra powerful to begin with. But like most games, the fun in the game is playing the game. So don't spend, like for example, let's use Diablo Immortal as an example, right? We talked about guys who spent $15,000 or $100,000 to have the ultimate character, and how great they like playing the game because now they have the ultimate character. So after spending that $100,000, what are they going to do when no one else who can do it, because they have to wait for a long time, won't do anything and won't do PvP, and they just do PvE? What happens is the game dies, which is why everybody's leaving Diablo, because they don't want to spend that kind of money on it. And the same thing goes here. Like, remember, this was originally a collectible card game that was tradable and had some value, which is what drew people who played it and investors to it, and made people who played it investors. So that's the one thing we have to always keep in mind when we look at this. And, just keep that in the back of your mind when you play any video game, guys. Let's be honest here. Don't waste your money on a game that you can't get your money back out of. I mean, you get more money back taking a game you bought to GameStop than you do playing Arena, because you literally get nothing from Arena back. At least at GameStop, they'll give you $2.50 so you can go get half a gallon of gas, or one taco from Taco Bell. But anyway, point being, spend sharp, spend smart, shop smart. Don't waste your cash, and invest in things that are going to be fun. And if you want to play a game and you feel like dropping 5, 10, 20 bucks because the game's good, you enjoy it, I'm down with that. I've done that before, even for games that I would only play for a few months, because a normal game on a console costs you $50, $60, $70, but you get to play it over and over. So a free game that you drop 20 bucks on is really a deal. So think of it like that too, but also remember, don't get trapped in loot boxes or anything else that's going to make you keep sinking money in, because it has some kind of gambling type of addiction because you can literally just get really cool stuff that's going to make you overpowered. The game, if it's good enough, should really be about strategy, how long you play, and even playing field. You know, you want to spend money, buy cosmetics. That's how you know a game is good. So, with all that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching, and remember, keep your money in your pants, like a lot of other things in life. And let's see how this develops. So until next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you across from the game table.